My name is Sierra.
My name's Kaylee.
My name's Megan.
My name's Elena.
And we're going to be presenting our culinary connection about Scotland. So in our culinary connection, we made shortbread with Dr. Stockton. And today I'd like to take you on a journey into the world of shortbread. A simple yet decadent treat that holds a special place in the hearts of many, including Dr. Stockton. Let's start with the foundation of any great shortbread, its ingredients. Imagine the perfect balance of flavors and textures coming together in a harmonious blend. We began with 16 ounces of self-rising flour, adding a touch of sweetness with 5.3 ounces of sugar. To achieve that melt-in-your-mouth texture, we incorporated 5 ounces of cornstarch, and of course, what would shortbread be without the richness of 14 ounces of melted butter? It's a recipe that's both simple and magnificent. But what truly elevates the experience of baking shortbread is the journey itself. Our group had the privilege of baking in the kitchen at Stubbs, a fitting setting for such a timeless recipe. We embarked on our baking adventure on Dr. Stockton's birthday, hopeful that this unique memory will be lasting for her. During our baking adventure, we learned invaluable lessons that extend far beyond the limits of the kitchen. We discovered the importance of sifting, a seemingly small step that makes a world of difference in the final product, especially in regard to the dispersion of sugar. We mastered the art of folding ingredients and gently coaxing them together to achieve the perfect consistency. And perhaps most importantly, we learned that despite our best efforts, baking times may vary, and teaching us that patience and resilience. But beyond this, shortbread holds deeper significance for Dr. Stockton. It's a family recipe passed down through generations, as there was a love for cooking shared, a tradition that continued its way into her holiday celebrations. Every batch of shortbread is baked with love and shared with friends, family, and coworkers alike. It's a symbol of cherished memories and cherished moments, each bite evoking a sense of warmth and nostalgia, a gift. To Dr. Stockton, shortbread is more than just a dessert. It's a testament to the joys of tradition, the companionship of baking, and the lasting bonds of friendship. Remember to not only savor Remember to savor not only the buttery goodness, but also the memories and the moments it can represent. And then this is when we put it in the oven and the final product.
Dr. Stockton's passion for cooking started at a very young age when she was a child. As a child, Dr. Stockton's family did not tend to go out to eat, but often cooked in the kitchen together. When the family would cook, it was always done together, and this allowed Dr. Stockton to share the passion of cooking with her family, not only by herself. Dr. Stockton expressed how much cooking with her family made everlasting memories she will never forget. She now enjoys cooking, whether it's by herself, with her family, or for other people.
Hello, everyone. Today, I wanted to take you on a journey to explore the proper way of enjoying tea, the Scottish way. As we delve into this cultural aspect, we'll contrast it with the American tea experience. Next slide. Thank you. In Scotland, brewing tea is almost an art form. It starts with boiling water, a fundamental step often overlooked. Once the water reaches a boil, we place a tea bag into a cup, ensuring it's fully immersed. Then here, the crucial part, we pour the boiling water over the tea bag. This allows for proper infusion and extraction of flavor. After a patient wait of 3 minutes, we remove the tea bag, creating a beautiful brewed cup of tea. And for that final touch of indulgence, a splash of milk enhances the flavor, creating a harmonious that's simply delightful. Dr. Stockton particularly enjoys her black tea paired with freshly baked shortbread, a perfect Scottish treat that completes the tea experience. Now let's contrast this with the American tea experience, witnessed through the eyes of Dr. Stockton's father. So Dr. Stockton's father came here a few years ago and went to Uptown Cafe here in Farmville, and he ordered a cup of black tea, and he got it, and the water was lukewarm. It was not boiled at all, and the tea bag was just sitting there. on the plate with the tea cup. And that really shook him. He didn't really realize that's how the Americans do it here versus the Scottish way. This stark difference highlighted the cultural nuances and preferences in tea consumptions between Scotland and America. To truly immerse ourselves in the Scottish tea experience, I decided to prepare tea the traditional way. Let me share my firsthand experience with you. Next slide. This is me boiling the tea, or the water. And then I couldn't wait 3 minutes I didn't know how to edit the video, so I put my milk in already, and then I waited 3 minutes. And it was excellent. I really enjoyed having tea this way, and I usually use coconut milk instead of oat milk, but today I used oat milk for this. And thank you.
When talking with Dr. Stockton, there were notable changes in the culture in America and in Scotland when it came to the food in the restaurant she often visited. This included the appearance of food, the food that was served, and the climate within those restaurants. Groceries in America often include larger portion sizes compared to the portions in Scotland. America is known for its large portion sizes, and it was noticeable to Dr. Stockton when she moved. She was overwhelmed with the amount of all-you-could-eat buffets and the large portions that were served here compared to where she is from. There is also more single-wrapped packaging in America, while Scotland has more fresh produce and traditional foods. Scotland is also often known for the supermarkets and fresh produce everywhere. This allows for more fresher ingredients to include when cooking the recipes. With the amount of fresh markets in Scotland, there were more small grocery stores, while America is known for having more large stores such as Walmart, Sam's Clubs, and Kroger's. While there are still bigger grocery stores in Scotland, the main stores are in small, compact areas, having more fresh produce and groceries. Tea is also one thing that Dr. Stockton loves, so coffee shops are a big part of her life in Scotland, and it is becoming more popular, and there are more locations the more she goes back to visit. How Elena describes the way that tea is made is very different in Scotland as compared to America. Dr. Stockton was very passionate about that. Not only is the food different, but also so is the environment, as she explained. Coffee shops often included a more welcoming environment where there was a broad range of socialization. The owners would often walk around, make orders, as well as accommodate for customers, and included more friendly work ethic within the shops. Coffee shops in Scotland also had many options when it came to coffees or pastries or fruit drinks. With all the items, everything was fresh and never prepackaged, which is sometimes things we see here in America.
When it comes to limitations and adjustments between the U.S. and Scotland, one significant factor is the availability of fresh ingredients. In Scotland, places like the Green Cow, butchers, and fish markets offer a wide variety of fresh produce, meats, and seafood. For instance, Dr. Stockton participated in a crop share where she contributed money to a farmer, and in return she received a selection of food based on what was growing in that season. This allowed her to think more creatively about her cooking and experiment with fresh seasonal ingredients. The quality of food here affects the taste of her dishes, especially considering her preference for high-quality, fresh foods. When she first moved to the U.S., she found it challenging to find the same level of fresh ingredients. However, in time, she noticed there was an improvement in quality and the availability, making it easier for her to create delicious meals. Despite this improvement, she still finds it slightly more challenging to achieve the same quality of food that she could in Scotland, which she realized again over her recent visit back home. In addition to adjusting to differences in ingredients, she also found challenges due to her pescatarian diet and nut allergy. Her allergy doesn't cause emergency, but she says it makes her feel funny. She faces the challenge of finding recipes to align with both her pescatarian diet and her nut allergy. However, she has learned to adapt by making regular recipes pescatarian and substituting any nut ingredients with suitable alternatives. Overall, while there are limitations and adjustments to consider, she found ways to navigate her dietary restrictions and still enjoy a flavorful diet.
Here in America, it is seen as impolite not to leave a tip for the service in which you receive. When talking to Dr. Stockton, the tipping culture in Scotland was very different. When eating in a restaurant in Scotland, there is no expectation to leave a tip for the service in which you receive. Dr. Stockton explains that all workers earn a fair wage and don't rely on people's tips as income, as we do here in America. In this case, tips are seen as a very large token, so if you do receive a tip at a restaurant or when you're out to eat, it's seen as a very big thank you, but it's never expected.
Cheers.
During the journey through the kitchen with each other and Dr. Stockton, I not only discovered the art of baking shortbread, but also confirmed my belief in power of food as an outlet for building relationships. As we worked together to watch the shortbread transform from ingredients to golden perfection, I was reminded that food is more than sustenance. Sharing a meal or a homemade treat like shortbread isn't just about satisfying hunger. It can also be about bonding with others. I enjoyed my experience cooking with Dr. Stockton and my peers, and I also enjoyed eating our finished product, the shortbread.
My personal experience has definitely changed from the beginning of the semester to now, especially experiencing the Scottish ways from Dr. Stockton. I thought it was really cool trying the way Scottish people drink tea. I really enjoyed it, and now I'm going to start drinking my tea like that. She did try some pickled okra that I brought in, and it was really good, and she really liked it. She said it was the first time she's ever liked okra, and that made me very happy to bring in some American culture into her life.
Cooking with and learning from Dr. Stockton about Scotland has been a great experience. I've had the opportunity to learn a traditional recipe and about the many differences between here and Scotland, which has deepened my appreciation for Scotland's culture. Dr. Stockton's passion for fresh, high-quality ingredients combined with a creative approach to cooking has inspired me to think more creatively about my own cooking.
By making the food together, it allowed us to share her love and passion for cooking, as well as her valuable skills while making the shortbread. We learned multiple skills such as sifting, as well as how to mix the ingredients to create the shortbread in the perfect way. This was something that was very important to her family and her culture, so we were happy to share this meal together and the importance that it holds for her. Today we leave you to savor the richness and the difference of culture between Scotland and America. Let's also celebrate the universal joy found in the simple pleasure of making and enjoying shortbread with Dr. Stockton.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.